Hey everyone, welcome. It's Naomi. And today I want to talk to you about the thing that moms always want to have more of, and for whatever reason, don't let themselves have. It seems kind of backwards, right? But I want to talk about this because I've noticed it coming up a lot lately. And part of the reason that it came up for me, and I'm going to get to what it is in just a sec, is I was listening to a podcast. And the host of the podcast said something to the effect of, your time is currency. Your energy is currency. And for me, I kind of completed that statement and I said, so how are you going to spend your time? To myself. I said this to myself because I was listening in the car by myself, so I was talking to myself. But it's the question of, how do you want to spend your time, the currency of your time? How do you want to spend your energy? What are you investing your energy in? Right? What are you accumulating in the bank account of your life? And, this came up because so the podcast was all about haters and people hating on you and really trying to resist putting all of your energy and attention in the direction of people that are basically just making you feel like crap all the time, right? Just for the sole purpose of making you feel terrible, just because they can. But it actually got me thinking about, what we as moms do to ourselves. We say to ourselves all the time, and this is the big thing, we say, I don't have time to take care of myself. Like as moms, we always want more time. We want more energy and we want more time. And yet we say to ourselves as moms, I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time to take care of myself. And we do it under the banner of motherhood, right? In service of upholding this banner of motherhood, we do it knowing that, we are doing everything that we can to be good moms, what we assume are good moms, what we believe to be the best moms that we can be. And, as a result, we sacrifice self-care, we sacrifice time. And it's got to stop. And we've got to stop using time as an excuse. It's not. It's not about time. It never has been about time. It's about choice. Nobody wants to hear that. Even though I think we all know it deep down, nobody wants to hear that it's about the choices that we make. Because if I make a choice that is in support of me and means that, I don't make dinner for my kids at night, and instead we have snack dinner. Like we all have snack dinner, which I do frequently, actually. If I do that, I'm a bad mom. If I choose to give myself 15 minutes to read a book in the afternoon instead of prepping dinner before, my daughter gets home from school, I'm a bad mom. Because I've done something for myself instead of upholding what I believe motherhood is supposed to be. And so I say, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to read that book. Or we say, I don't really have time to do that yoga practice because I've got to, get my kids ready for school in the morning instead. Or I'm so exhausted from the night before that, I don't want to wake up early to do yoga. So I don't know when I'm going to do it. We come up with all kinds of reasons why we don't have time. It's not about time. It's about choice. So my wish for all moms out there, any mom who's listening, any friend of a mom who's listening, any partner of a mom who's listening, any child of a mom who's listening, if you hear your mom, the mom in your life saying, I don't have time for, call her out. What does she have time for? What do we as moms have time for? And what are we choosing to use our time for? What are we spending the currency of our time doing other than taking care of ourselves? I think it's a really important question. And I think that if we can start answering this question and answering it honestly, we can actually revolutionize motherhood. And instead of, bearing up motherhood as, this, kind of paragon of virtue of this thing that is, almost impossible to carry. Instead of looking at motherhood in that way, we can look at motherhood as something that is part of the human experience, that is fallible, imperfect, messy, challenging, rewarding sometimes, full of love and joy, but also deserving of our own energy and of our own time. So as I think about the things that I want to invest my time and energy in, how do I want to spend the time of my life? There has to be something in there for me too. It cannot just be taking care of my kids, right? It cannot just be keeping my house clean. It cannot just be running errands, right? There's got to be something in there for me too. So I turn that question to you now too, mamas. How do you want to spend the currency of your time? Right? How and what do you want to accumulate in the bank of your life? And can you stop using time as an excuse to prevent yourself from giving yourself this gift of revolutionizing motherhood, of the imperfect motherhood, of the motherhood that embraces the challenges and embraces the struggles and still acknowledges all of the beautiful parts of it that are messy also sometimes? Can you do that? That's my challenge to you. I believe that we can, because I believe that if we do, we can change motherhood, not only for ourselves, but down the line for our kids. Right? We can change it so that motherhood is not something that we look to as requiring of our greatest sacrifice, but something that we look to as a source of joy and inspiration and power. You in? Can we stop using time as an excuse? Can we start to use our time and our energy powerfully as currency to get what we want out of life? What do you think? I think yes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. I would love to hear how you feel about this and what you are going to do to take steps towards spending your time and spending your energy in a way that supports your health and well-being instead of depleting it and destroying it, crushing its spirit. So I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for fighting the good fight with me. Thank you for the desire that you have, I hope, to revolutionize motherhood also and to take better care of yourself every single day. And I look forward to talking with you again really soon. Until then, bye.